Hi guys, and welcome back to TomTalks. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all those good stuff. And today, we're not doing the England player ratings. That's going to come tomorrow. But we will be reacting because Gareth Southgate has just resigned as the England manager today. And I kind of expected it, so I'm not massively surprised, but it is kind of a big deal. He has managed England at 4 tournaments, 5 technically, if you want to count the Nations League finals as well. And he is the most successful England manager outside of Alf Ramsey. He's got us to 2 European Championship finals. He got us to the semi-finals of the 2018 World Cup, the quarter-finals of the 2022 World Cup. And of course, we finished 3rd in the Nations League. I think it was 2019. I'm not 100% certain on that one. But he has resigned. I think it's the right time for him to go. You know, I think he's had a good go of it. And he has done well because he's got England to our first major tournament finals since 1966. But we need to try something different because it's not worked. England do need to win stuff at the end of the day. And if you don't win stuff, then you're not a success. He's done well, and I think he should be credited for a lot of things. I think bringing cohesiveness in the team and removing some of the divisions that were about during like the Sven era. He's not won anything. And at the end of the day, if you don't win stuff, you're not remembered. Like at Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, most consistent we've ever been in the league. He did well, but he didn't win any trophies. People are going to remember more Louis van Gaal winning the FA Cup, Mourinho winning the rubbish treble of the Community Shield, the Europa League and the League Cup, Erik ten Hag winning trophies in back-to-back seasons. People will remember those, and they don't want to remember us losing to Villarreal on penalties in a Europa League final.
Just to clarify, I'm on about the post-Ferguson era, of course, not in general, because he's definitely not the most consistent manager we've ever had.
And so at the end of the day, you know, I think people will remember these times. I think it's a bit different with England because obviously tournaments are, you look forward to them and there's not really a moving on point straight away. It's sort of in the back of your mind. In terms of England men coaches, he is obviously the most successful one who isn't Alf Ramsey. But yeah, it's time for him to go, I think. Giving us some good memories. I'll give Southgate credit. I think he's done well, but he's not been a success because he hasn't won anything. And that's what you're judged on at the end of the day. And you can say that England's only won 1 trophy in their history, but winning stuff is what you're judged on. And at the end of the day, we haven't won anything. So, you know. As for who's next, that I think is very important because I feel like with Southgate, we have a good team. We have players who are very good, but we just can't quite get over the line. And I think it's down a bit to the tactics and the way we play. So I would suggest, personally, I think Eddie Howe should get the job. I think he's by far the best English manager. I personally don't care whether the England manager is English or not. I think as long as they get the job done, that's all that matters, to be quite honest. But looking at managers in general, I've seen Graham Potter brought up. I think he's of a similar level to Southgate. I don't think he's going to get us over the line. Thomas Tuchel is a very good manager, but I just feel like that squad cohesiveness wouldn't be there under him. And there is other names. There's like Lampard and Gerrard, which we shouldn't even entertain, really. They've not... Gerrard especially has not done enough. And I just don't think they're the kind of managers who are going to get us over the line in a tournament, personally. I think Lampard did decently when he started at Chelsea, but, you know. So I think for me, Eddie Howe is the best choice. He's a very good manager. He plays a great style of football. And I think it will fit the players better. And I feel like Eddie Howe is more likely to make the big decisions, like dropping Phil Foden and playing Palmer instead. You know, going forward, Kyle Walker, do we need to look at a new right-back choice? I think that might be his last tournament. Kieran Trippier, maybe taking another left-back who could play instead of Trippier, who isn't a natural left-back. You know, decisions like that. And I think Eddie Howe has the credentials, personally. Now, will he have the job? That remains to be seen. He's still the Newcastle manager, and I imagine he wants to stay there. But we'll have to see. I feel like it's probably going to be Potter, because I just feel like he seems like the kind of person who the FA would want. Someone who's safe, somebody who's not going to push the boat out too much. But I think if England want to be serious and want to build on this era, which has been a decent era, it looks like England can compete, then we need to get somebody who plays a better style of football. Eddie Howe hasn't really won anything in his career, but he plays a better style of football, and I think he will make the big decisions that Southgate didn't really do, and that others won't really do. So, yeah, we'll see what happens in the end, and I'm sure when the next England manager is announced, I'll react to that.
I've heard a few other names mentioned today: Pochettino, Klopp, Guardiola. Klopp's not going to happen, especially not this quickly after leaving Liverpool. Guardiola, I'm not sure that's going to happen. And Pochettino could be good, but again, I don't know. These would all do a good job, and I think they would arguably be good managers for England, but I just don't see them happening. But we'll have to see.
That's my thoughts on Gareth Southgate leaving and who I think should be the next England manager. Let me know. Do you think Southgate's era has been a success overall? Who do you think should be the next England manager? Let me know in the comments below. But until next time, folks, this has been another TomTalks.